Hey everyone, just wanted to do a video review of some fairings that I got from China. Got them on eBay from this guy called Blessings 2011 or 2001, 2001, 2011, I'm not sure exactly what. I'll put it in the description at the bottom. There's the bike that I'm going to be working on. It's a 2005 CBR600rr. And here's the box. Haven't opened it or anything yet. So we're just going to open that up, take a look, see what's inside, see if everything's as it should be. And let me just pause this and we'll get back with you. You're recording. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to open this up. First time I've seen it. Okay. Okay, the set came with some heat shield stuff. Okay, it's pretty decent. Adhesive with foam, foil, blah blah blah. All right, the plastic stuff, the under the fairing stuff, or under the nose. Rear fender, windscreen, clear one. I thought I was going to get a smoke. No smoke on that. Alright, okay. Thanks for the cowl. Okay, here's part number one. We'll just open it up and just see what it looks like. I'm not going to do all of it, but are you still... Can you see this? Looks like it's really well wrapped. Very well protected. It's actually got... looks like serial numbers and stuff, but ZXMT, like the date it was produced, that kind of stuff.
Can't really see it.
Can't see it. Okay, that's fine.
But
okay, so, oh, okay. One of those Pro Grip tank guards. It's conveniently thrown in there for us. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look here. Okay, well, looks pretty nice. I got the white Repsol. I thought it would look kind of cool if they put a red RR on there, but I didn't even contact them. I think they'll do custom work, but at any rate.
how much money was it?
Oh yeah, the money, this was $390 some odd dollars, right at $400. You know, paint quality on it looks pretty good. I really can't complain about this one piece that I'm looking at. It looks nice. There's a little bit of crap in the paint right here, but it's white. I mean, you're not going to see it, and it won't even show up on video, but it just looks like there's a piece of dirt that got in there. Probably painted outside, I would suspect instead of in the clean room. Surprisingly, I'm happy with it, really. So, okay, I'm going to start putting some pieces together, and we'll continue on here in a few minutes. Okay, I've kind of put on the low-lying fruit, so to speak, the things I thought were easy to put on, like the rear cowl and the gas tank cover. Pretty much went on without too much fanfare. The gas tank cover kind of had to, you know, fits with it a little bit to get it to go on, but it went on. The little black filler panel down there, trying to get the push tab into the bottom part of the gas tank was a little bit troublesome, but anyhow, it took me probably 3 or 4 minutes to get everything lined up. No big deal, really. I can't bitch about anything, really. The paint quality still, I think, is really good for the money. It's not, obviously, it's not factory. It is, I mean, you know, if you're looking for restoration quality, concourse quality, this is not it. but it's really good. I mean, you really got to get at it just the right way to see the defects in it. Also, this tail light, the gap is pretty consistent. There's a little bit wider, I think, over on this side here versus right here. But you know, hey, I'm really not complaining. But at any rate, that's what I've got so far. I'll work on the headlight assembly and get back with you in just a few minutes on that. So far, I'm probably a little slower than most of you guys would be. It's probably taken me 2 hours or better to do what I've done, and a lot of that has to do with prepping the pieces. In other words, pulling off the old rubber plugs and that kind of stuff from the old ones and putting them on the new ones, and the heat shield. There's a couple of heat pads on the gas tank that are kind of in this area here and on this area here. So I had to pull those off and put them back on. Anyhow, thanks. Okay, got the front nose, or front cowl, and the fender on. Everything lined up pretty well. Little tiny, not even really worth mentioning, gap or unevenness in between the tip of the headlight, but I mean, I'm serious, you can't even mention it or can't even see it. One thing I would recommend to everybody that does this is assemble the entire front cowl, mirrors, mounting bracket, everything, tachometer, windscreen, blah blah blah. Put everything together as one unit, including the bracket, and then put the bracket onto the bike, because trying to do it the other way around is damn near impossible. You got to put a good amount of pressure here on these mounts for the mirrors. Got to kind of hoss those around to get them to line up. They did. Didn't have to really do any drilling out of any holes, so to speak. I had to clean out this one here and the one on the other side, the same spot, just because there's some excess plastic during the manufacturing process, or paint or something, so those little bolts wouldn't fit down through it. And if you're doing this one on a Honda CBR, I don't know how the other bikes are, but there's a black trim piece underneath this piece up underneath here. Put that on first before you mount your headlights into the upper cowl, or there's one screw that's just impossible to get at if you already mount your headlights. So my bike was already wrecked, so I didn't have a chance to take it apart and look at it. So I bought it in a already wrecked state. But anyhow, yeah, it's going so good so far. I'll put the side panels on and let you know how that goes. Thanks. Okay, just some final thoughts about the Chinese eBay fairings that I put on my bike. Overall, I can't say enough positive things about them. Everything went together fairly well. I mean, there was a little bit of fidgeting and fussing over some of the bolts lining up, but nothing. I mean, nothing major. And you know, I didn't have the luxury of having original plastic on the bike because it had been wrecked and it was just shredded up. So I don't know exactly how well that stuff would have fit coming on and off. But all in all, everything went together well. The only real fitment issues, and I don't know, I haven't even looked at any other CBR600s of this vintage, but this piece right here, you can see the gap. And once again, I mean, you're really splitting hairs. That, and it's pretty much the same on the other side. A little bit of a gap there. A little bit of a gap here on the tail light. Right in, whoops, right there. Kind of doesn't fit as tightly as it does over there. And on the front, it's really kind of hard to see, but you see how the headlight is sticking out a little right there, a little further, and it's kind of recessed in. And that could be just that I didn't fidget with it enough to get it to fit in properly. I don't know, but that seems to be the only issues. I have some bugs on the front of it. I have ridden it a little bit. Paint quality, like I said earlier, not concourse quality, but pretty darn good. I mean, I think they painted it outside. You'll see some crap in the paint. And if you have a CBR of this vintage, when you're redoing your front nose piece, make sure that this black piece right here, this chin spoiler or whatever it is underneath, I don't know what you call it, that goes on first before you put everything else in together. So make sure that goes in, and leave your windscreen off before you try to mount everything else up on the headlight assembly. Also, they give you the windshield, which is great. I appreciate that. They also include heat shield on the plastic. The heat shield, they will not give you enough. They give you enough for one piece, and I mean, or one side fairing, I should say. So I bought some additional heat shielding. It's like $17 for 2 square feet. It was a 12 by 24 piece off eBay. And this stuff, the plastic I bought, like I said, was about $400. It was from a guy on eBay. Blessings 2011, I think, was his, or is his store name or eBay name, whatever it is. It actually got here a little bit quicker than expected. Also, he also included, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have it on the bike, but a white cowl that goes on the back and looks pretty slick. Everything was packaged nicely and came in quickly and on time. But overall, I would highly recommend buying them. I'd buy these things. I don't know why anybody would want to buy the Honda stuff, to be quite honest with you. I mean, price-wise, it's just ridiculous. But that's my final thoughts. If you have any questions, you can comment, and I'll do my best to respond to you in a timely manner. Thanks again. Hope everybody enjoyed it.